clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight.
Hello everyone, welcome to Double Game Week 26. My name is Ryan and welcome to the Football Chatbox. So we've got absolute chaos going on right now for Double Game Week 26. I've got transfers to make. Going to be playing the triple captainship. At the moment, I've made 2 transfers with my 2 free transfers that I had. I bought in Jimenez, I bought in Salah, for Foden and Ronaldo. And I'm looking like I'm going to be taking 2 hits, so a -8 by the looks of it. So I'm going to have to decide that right now on who we actually bring in, what to do, all of that. Plenty to discuss. So if you are new, also feel free to ask your questions down in the chat. Do hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get into it because there is a lot to discuss. Absolute madness going on FPL Twitter as well. So we're going to be talking about all of that. We're going to be looking into players we can get. I've got to get 2 more players in. Right now, I'm thinking like... Oh, this is Gaming 27, sorry. I'm thinking of something like this right now. I was on FPL Rabadaki's space and we're talking about Arsenal defenders. And it was between Gabriel and Tierney. They suggested Tierney because of the fact that Emil Smith-Rowe will be playing down that left side, and when Emil Smith-Rowe plays down that left side, Tierney is a bit more attacking compared to someone like Martinelli playing down that left side. So that kind of like swayed me more towards Tierney. Also, the fact that Tierney is a bit more cheaper than Gabriel, so it kind of helps in terms of me trying to get someone maybe for 27 as well. I don't know at the moment. It could potentially help. So that's one thing. The other thing I've been playing around with is maybe a Cornet, or instead of a Cornet, a Rafinha. Now, this is not a -12, it's a -8. It's just Cornet and Rafinha, between those two. Now, that's something else I have been looking around. Welcome, Tin. Welcome. Green Arrow. Yes, Green Arrow, indeed. We're on a Green Arrow at the moment. 21k in the world. So I'm hoping we can try and reduce that, but I'm taking hits as well, so we'll have to see. I'm estimating at my rank for each hit I take to get about 3.5k rank decrease. So it's quite a bit, so I will probably, by the time the game week starts, I'll probably be on about 27 to 28k on a red arrow, and then we gotta hope that we can make it back up with our captaincy choices and everything. So there's quite a lot to discuss. Lots. I'm sure everyone else here will also have questions, so make sure to check it out, ask the questions. This is what I'm torn between Rafinha and Cornet. That's one. Tierney and Gabriel is the other one, right? So let's look at all of it. I've got FPL reviews, expected points as well. What I'm gonna do is, people will be thinking between game week 30 as well. So people are looking at wildcard as well, so we look at the expected points and how it's gonna go. I've got Salah. Trent is on here. This has been updated. These expected points, I think, has been updated to reflect the new doubles as well in 28 and 29. So anyone who's looking into that, you could probably look into and try and get players. Saka is on here, but I've already got an Arsenal player. I'm looking for an Arsenal defensive because I don't have Ramsdale. The Jota injury kind of put a halt in me trying to get Ramsdale in. Now I'm going, instead of Ramsdale, I'm looking at a Arsenal more at fullback as a defensive option to kind of cancel out the Ramsdale points, because a lot of people are wildcarding as well, so I'm expecting people kind of get stuff from there as well. In terms of, I'm going to be all over the place because there's a lot going on, so we're going to try and discuss all of that. We're going to try and analyze the situation as well. So let's first start with my moves. Right now, I'm going to get rid of Keane for Arsenal defender. My chip strategy will be triple captain in game week 26. I'm not going to be pressing the free hit. I'm going to try and put out 11 for game week 27. Wildcard in game week 28. Bench boost in game week 29. And then, depending on the fixtures in game week 30, I either play the free hit in game week 30 or I play a free hit later down the line. I've got 2 free hits as well left over. That's another thing that I have strongly. So I need to see how it goes. These are the fixtures right now. This is from FPL Timbers on Twitter. So this is just up to game week 30 in terms of the number of fixtures each team has. As you can see, Wolves have the most. So if anyone is looking to wildcard, maybe this could help you. Let me know in the comments as well. But right now, plan is first to compare Tierney and Gabriel. So that's what we're going to do first. And what I have right here right now is the player comparison tool on Fantasy Football Scout in their members area. We're going to compare Gabriel and Tierney. Now, stats wise, kind of helps Tierney more. Interesting that Gabriel's heat map in the attacking side on this side is very strange. That shouldn't be the case, because I would have assumed his heat map would have been over here. I should probably switch this to last 4 matches instead of last 4 game weeks, because Arsenal Arsenal have missed a few matches. So I'll switch that. Kind of changes. It's still okay. Last 4 matches were in favor of Tierney. Now, both of them, price wise, Tierney is better. Both have the same stats. Goals wise, Tierney has 1 goal and 1 assist. The last 4 matches, this is. Gabriel. Oh wow, now I know why. Because it's Gabriel Martinelli. Wrong Gabriel. Is he Magalhaes? What's his name? I don't know what his surname is. Yeah, it is. Now I know why. It was the wrong Gabriel. I was wondering why his like touch map is over there. There we go. Alright, now let's compare. Last 4 matches, right? Okay, that makes more sense. Now, okay, so this is why people were going for Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is favored on the stats. Tierney is a bit more cheaper, 0.2 cheaper. Could help you, could not help you. I don't know. It depends on your situation. In terms of minutes played, this is how it looks like. Obviously, minutes per FPL point, Tierney is a bit more towards it, but XG wise, Gabriel is higher, mainly because of the fact that Gabriel has got a goal in the last 4 matches, but Tierney also has a goal and an assist. Have to keep that in mind. But the interesting thing that was mentioned during the Rubber space that I was in was they said that when Martinelli is on the pitch, Tierney is less attacking. And now that we know that Martinelli is going to be missing for 1 game, and potentially when Martinelli comes against Wolves, there is a potential that Martinelli takes that striker role and Smith Rowe plays the left wing role, which means what they said was when Smith Rowe plays the left wing role, Tierney and Smith Rowe they combine really well, which means Tierney becomes a way more attacking compared to when Martinelli is on the pitch on that left hand side. So that kind of interests me because in that specific case, I'm thinking Tierney has the better option. Now, then I would expect Tierney's XG and XA to go up a bit more, even though Gabriel right now has the edge of it. In terms of touches, opponents half, Tierney way more advanced in that. Goal involvement as well, Tierney is way more advanced. But baseline, BPS baseline, Gabriel has much more better BPS baseline. So Gabriel is much more of a BPS monster than Tierney. That is one thing we have to kind of keep in mind. Because when Arsenal do keep clean sheets, most of their BPS tends to go to Ramsdale and some of their defenders. So we kind of have to keep that in mind. Minutes per attempt, Gabriel a bit more higher. Passes as well. Defending, set pieces. Now, Gabriel is kind of like the better option by the looks of it, but I'm hoping that because there were Arsenal fans who mentioned that and they said that Tierney could be a better option, I'm going to go with Tierney because of the fact that it could potentially that 0.2 could help me out as well later. Now, if I was to do something like that, and if I got Rafinha, right, then I would have, it says 2.1, I should have actually 2.3, not 2.1, I'll have 2.3 because of the fact that I've already done the Salah move early, and he's gone up in price before that, after that as well. Then what I could do is I could potentially have 2.3 to play with. Bring on Livramento. This is for 27. For 27, then I would have Digne. Fraser Foster will go out. De Gea will be in. Salah will go. Antonio will in. Martinelli I can get rid of for someone with 7.4, 7.6 in terms of budget, right? Now I could take a -4 potentially, depending on the situation. I could bring Broha in, and then I'll have potentially 8 million, exactly 8 million. I could do a Foden back in if Everton look like they are pretty bad defensive. I could do that. Okay, I could do Broha and then Foden in for the -4. Dennis out because I'm not expecting much from Dennis, to be honest, especially against Manchester United. I'm not expecting much from Dennis. The other option is I could do Weghorst, and in that specific situation I would have 6.9 to play with, and I don't really know anyone who would interest me for 6.9. Oh, actually, I do know someone. Ward-Prowse. Now, Ward-Prowse could be also a really good option. Now, I know people have been kind of like ignoring him, but I think Ward-Prowse could also be a really good option in this specific situation. And the fact that I went Tierney over Gabriel then kind of gives me that extra money in the bank, that extra flexibility to kind of do stuff. Just in case some players get a price rise before now and then. So it's always good to have that extra flexibility. So I'll probably be looking at a -12 over 26 and 27. That's kind of where everything is heading like. So let me know what you guys think about it as well. But like that's where it's looking like. So in that specific case, if I was to make those moves, I'll be Tierney in here and Rafinha in for Jota. If I was to do that, yes, there, Rafinha. Now, I really don't like the fact that in this specific case, I'll do a -4. I'll get the extra Burnley defender. I'm a Burnley player. What am I talking? Sorry, I'll get the extra Burnley striker for the double game week. But captain wise, it doesn't look great because captaincy wise, probably I will give it to Fernandes. My initial plan was if Jota was fit as well, I would have potentially dropped Fernandes to, let's say, a De Bruyne. Could have done something like this, and I would have left my Dennis over here. And instead of Ward-Prowse, I could have, if I wanted a Burnley player badly, even though I don't know if Burnley are a good option, but I think a lot of people will go for Burnley assets. I could have done something like this. I think a De Bruyne in this specific situation is really tasty as a fixture. But I think even this could be a really good option as a -4. This is assuming if De Bruyne does play. Now, in terms of Champions League fixtures, I need to get that also up. So I'll probably get that up. I don't have it here. Because I do need to consider Champions League as well in the middle of all of this. So where is it? Let me get that fixture. Here we go. No, this have it. Okay, I can't find a fixture that includes Champions League as well. But this could be an option. I need to see when City's Champions League is. Manchester City fixtures. So City have, after Everton, they have the FA Cup 5th round. They have Peterborough, which I expect City to rotate because after that they have United. So I think Everton could be a strong team. I can see De Bruyne potentially playing, and if De Bruyne does play, I'll probably captain De Bruyne for that Everton game, because I think a lot of people will get City assets on that double game week, especially with people free hitting for game week 27. And then I could probably do Fernandes to De Bruyne and Martinelli to Ward-Prowse. Then in 27, I dead end my team, go into 28 with the wild card, and 28, 29, obviously further on. I'll do. Would you do CR7 and Jota to Son and Jimenez for -4, or do a -8 and do Gray to Saka? Okay, first of all, Michael, welcome to the football chat box. Now, Michael has asked, would you do CR7 and Jota to Son and Jimenez for -4, or do a -8 and do Gray to Saka as well? Do you, what, that depends on your game week 27, Michael. Are you going to be free hitting in 27? Or even if you do Gray to Saka, right? Can you afford to have Saka as well on the bench? Or do you have to take a further hit to actually get someone in? For Saka, that is. I would probably, see, this is the thing, right? Me personally, I'm looking at it and I'm like, every hit I do at my rank, I'm thinking it will be a 4K red arrow. So a 4K rank decrease for every hit I take. That's what I'm thinking. Especially with all the wild cards flowing around, there's going to be potentially a lot less hits being played. So that's what I'm thinking. Assuming all of that, I'm probably looking at a 4K rank decrease for every hit. That's my rank. I don't know what rank you're at. You could probably see a bit more of a rank decrease or a bit higher, lower than of a rank decrease. So your hits are precious, so keep that in mind. I do like your initial -4, but do you have any other Arsenal cover? If you don't have any other Arsenal cover, then maybe you can bring Saka as well. But if you, let's say if you have 2 Arsenal players already and let's say both of them are defensive assets, I'm happy for you to just keep it like that. You don't really need to bring in a third Arsenal as well, if that makes sense. But again, it depends on your entire team and who else you have in your team, what other Arsenal players you have in your team. So that's also very important to know. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps, Michael. So let me know if it helped or not. So Gabriel versus Tierney. Gabriel does have the slightly better sets, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to go Tierney just because of the price differential, and also because of what else he offers. Yeah, I have cover. Yeah, so if you have cover, that means you potentially have what, 2 or 3 Arsenal players in game week 27, and I'm assuming you already have Trent and Salah, so you'll have 5 players to manage for game week 27. And if you're not free hitting, then you kind of got to have to take hits to get them out as well. So keep that in mind as well, because you need to look, if you're taking a -8 now, and if you're not free hitting in game week 27, then you kind of need to see how many hits you're going to take in game week 27 to try and get a full 11 out. So you might want to factor in that, and then look at overall over 2 game weeks, how many hits are you taking. Me personally, by the looks of it, I might take a -12 over 2 game weeks, -8 in game week 26, -4 in 27. But yeah, again, depends. A lot depends. There's so many things happening. Myself as well, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'm thinking Rafinha, but at the same time, Cornet could also have a good option. But yeah, Nishal and Hawk, welcome to the football chat box. Nishal asks, bench Digne or Cancelo? Bench Digne. I would play Cancelo. Because Cancelo I know Digne has the better fixture, but Cancelo has the pedigree of being able to easily get a double-digit return. So he could very well come with 10 points from the Spurs game. So I would bench Digne. That's just because we know what Cancelo is very well capable of. So that's what I would do. So I would start Cancelo. And Hawk asks, play Lamptey, Broha, or Foden? Ooh, this is a good question. Hold on, I need to see the fixtures of. Lamptey has Burnley, Broha has Everton, and Foden has Spurs. I'll play Broha. Hope that helped Hawk, because Southampton against Everton is a bit more of a tasty fixture than Man City against Spurs. And Foden really hasn't been pulling trees over the last few game weeks, except for last game week where he scored. Hasn't really been on potentially big form, I would say. So I'll probably go Broha, because Broha has looked pretty good over the last few game weeks. So Broha for me out of those 3. Lamptey, we don't know whether he'll start, whether he won't start. Lamptey's minutes are always managed in FPL. In real life. So hopefully that has helped for you guys as well. If you all want to have follow back, you can ask a follow back question as well, and I'll answer it. But that's my thoughts. Me now, I need to look between Rafinha and Maxwell Cornet. Now, someone subscribed. Who subscribed? Nishal, thank you for the subscription. And welcome to the football chat box. Thank you. Now, I need to probably fix my this thing as well. Alerts. Try and probably put some football alerts, football animation alerts there. Right now it's just the standard alerts. But anyways, now I'm thinking between Rafinha and Cornet. Rafinha, better stats. Cornet, not as much. Cornet actually not that great as well, because he's more of a. He could be also like a injury doubted cases, because I've seen that Sean Dyche's comments about Cornet as well. Doesn't really fill me with confidence. Rafinha, on the other hand, I could potentially see why people are going for him, even though I don't really like Rafinha's fixtures, to be honest. It's probably mainly due to the Liverpool game, but I think United game he could probably get something. I don't think United are defensively strong, even though the XG, on the other hand, XGC probably says different. Defensively, they have improved on the XGC, but they're still conceding like 1 or 2 goals. And then there's Tottenham, who are also pretty different. I mean, pretty bad. Whoever that is, I will have to cancel that. Please remove. Thank you. Alright. Anyone else with questions? Feel free to ask. I don't know who that other person is. Alright, so me personally, this is 27, but let's go back to 26. 26, I am still unsure. This is not a -12, by the way. I need to probably replace this again. Can I go back to my previous plan or something like that? Ah man, it keeps overrating. Reset plan. Yes, please. So I got rid of Foden. I bought in Salah, who I'm about to triple captain. I got rid of Ronaldo. I bought in Jimenez. Now I'm gonna get rid of Jota and Michael Keane. So I'm gonna get rid of Michael Keane. I'm gonna bring in Tierney. Right. I will bench Dine. I'll bench Antonio for Martinelli's 1 game. I feel like Martinelli 1 game is much better than Antonio's 1 game at this present moment, because of the fact that how Antonio is. Put Antonio first sub, Luca Dine second sub. Actually, yeah, probably like that. Foster will start head of De Gea because of his double. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doublers. 1 Martinelli single game week. Jota will be replaced. And this is kind of bad. So now it says 8.6, but I have 8.8 actually, to be honest. Mainly because of the fact that it doesn't consider Salah's price rise. I bought Salah a bit more earlier, before his price rose, so that's not considered. Now I have 8.8, and now people have said Rafinha, people have said Cornet. I am not sure who to go for actually, to be honest. I am still a bit on the doubt on what to go for, but this is what it's looking like. Now it's between Rafinha and Cornet for me, and to be honest, this is Rafinha, this is Cornet. Let's look at defensive. XG considered minutes per XG considered non-penalty. This is over the last 4 game weeks. Leicester pretty bad, Leeds obviously pretty bad, but Tottenham as well in there. So kind of strengthens Rafinha's case. Cornet, on the other hand, is playing, if I'm not mistaken, where is Cornet? Let me get Cornet back up. So Cornet is playing, he's got Brighton, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, and Leicester. Now, Cornet also has, where is that? Teams who is pretty bad. He's playing Leicester, he's playing Tottenham, both defensively pretty bad. Burnley also pretty bad, I have to admit that. But the other 2 teams he is playing would be Crystal Palace and Brighton. Crystal Palace and Brighton. Crystal Palace are pretty decent. Brighton are way more decent for defensive. So Brighton and Crystal Palace defensively a bit more decent. Whereas Leicester not that great. But that doesn't mean that Burnley are also strong in terms of attack. In terms of attack, Burnley are probably the worst for the last 4 game weeks in terms of attack. So Leeds, on the other hand, are significantly better, which is why Rafinha, on the other hand, looks probably a better option than Cornet going forward for at least for the next 2 game weeks. I could potentially hold on to Rafinha. Maybe he gets a few price rises as well between now and then. That could very well happen. But yeah, this is how it's looking like right now. Lots to discuss. I feel like Rafinha is probably the better move to make. That's what I'm thinking. The other option is I could very well do a Jota to Mahrez, because I will have the funds for it. We'll say minus 0.1, but I can very well do that as well. Jota to Mahrez. I do have the funds to make such a move. The thing is, will Mahrez play? Maybe he will. But it's against Tottenham, and the next game is against Everton. Everton game is a pretty good one. But what I can do is, see, it's 2 games against 3 games for Rafinha. That's one thing I need to kind of consider, how to actually navigate all of this. Decisions. Because I feel like a lot of people will go City heavy for Game Week 27. So that means I would also, if I'm not playing my free hit in 27, I need to kind of like navigate through that as well. So I could do Mahrez. Actually, I could do Mahrez to target this game as well, but that means I get a one less double player this game week. So instead, I could potentially do, because I don't want to end up with too many Pep related problems. So I could just do Rafinha and hope that he doesn't get subbed like the last game. The last game he got subbed, that was pretty bad. I just could do Rafinha and kind of balance it out, because I feel like a lot of people will go Rafinha as well this game week. So I need to target the double, and at the same time I need to balance and protect my rank as well. So there's a lot going on. Sometimes you just want to do damage limitation on certain players, and that's why I'm thinking like this. But anyways, let me know if you guys have a question. If you all have questions for your teams, let me know as well. These are the fixtures we have right now going forward. Wolves obviously right on top. For anyone playing wildcard, Wolves are on top up there for the number of fixtures. Leeds also, they have a double in 28. One game week in 29, game week 30. Also, they happen to play game week 30 as well. Spurs up there, Newcastle. So let me know what everyone's thinking, what everyone's moves are. This is the season ticker wise. Wolves on top, Southampton next. I agree, Southampton's fixtures are pretty good. And then Newcastle, Tottenham, Burnley. Now, in terms of FPL reviews, expected points for Game Week 26, if I was to go sort by midfielders, they do have Rafinha as 4th. Sorry, not 4th. They've got a few others. But in terms of points for the next 2 game weeks, I need to sort this by next 2 game weeks actually. Game week projection, let's go 2. And let's see how it goes. FPL reviews. Game week projection over the next 2 game weeks. Salah is projected to get the highest, even though he doesn't play 27. Interestingly, Weghorst is projected to get that much. Given that Burnley's attack is pretty weak, I would assume that's because of people just assuming he gets those returns. Pope is there, Son, Kane. I can't get to Son because of the funds. I would have loved to get to Son, but I just can't afford to get to Son. Same thing with Kane. Rafinha is there, 7.2 and 4.3. Cornet, on the other hand, is expected 6 points in both games. So it's not too much of a difference between Rafinha and Cornet. But Rafinha will be more owned by the elite managers compared to Cornet. And I kind of agree. So there isn't much of a gap between Rafinha and Cornet. So I don't mind actually going for Rafinha. If I had money to get to Son, I would have done Son. But unfortunately, I don't. Because I have only like 8.8 or something. So if I was to do Son, I would have to take a -12 now itself here. And that's just not possible. So I can't afford Son, sadly. But yeah. Thoughts on Antonio to Lacazette and a Wolves defender for a -4. I could actually work. Welcome Lazy Parker as well. Welcome to the football chat box. Antonio to Lacazette and a Wolves defender for a -4 can work. Yes, I don't mind that. I think that could work. Lacazette will be on penalties. Wolves defender. Who are you bringing in for a Wolves defender? Again, that's another question. Depends on what Wolves defender are you bringing in. And the other thing is, yeah, it's just basically what Wolves defender you're bringing in. But even if it doesn't matter, like it doesn't really matter, because I feel like it's still a pretty good move. What defender are you getting rid of though? That's another question I should probably ask. What defender are you getting rid of, Lazy? If anyone else also has questions, feel free to ask. For Regulion or Emerson, probably Size or Semedo. Yeah. Then I think that's a pretty decent move. I don't know, like Regulion and Emerson Royal both. We don't know about minutes, especially Regulion. His minutes, we don't know. There's rumors that he probably has COVID as well, Regulion. So I think Regulion out is a pretty good shout. Probably Size or Semedo. I think Size is a good option. I was looking at Size, to be honest, before all this Jota injury and all that madness appeared. I was indeed looking at Size. So I think Size could be a good shout. He also has the goal threat in terms of set pieces. Because who is Size playing? Let me get that sheet back up. So Size is playing Arsenal, which is going to be a bit tough. But he's also playing, where is Wolves? Leicester, right? And I created a table. Here we go. Set play defending, right? Minutes per big chance. Sorry, headed goals attempt conceded. Where is that? Leicester. Is playing Leicester? Size? Yes, he is. Leicester up here. 12 headed goal attempts conceded in the last 4 game weeks. So it's a pretty good option for him if you wanted to get less. Size in. Yeah, Size wins so many headers on corners. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm thinking Size could be a good option. I mean, we can try and compare it as well if you wanted to. And who was it? Semedo. Over the last 4 matches, Semedo does have a slight edge over Size in terms of stats, but like Size's XG is a bit more better. And also, interestingly, where is the BPS? Both, like Size has a bit more BPS than Semedo, but their baseline Semedo's is a bit more higher. Here we go. Attempts. In terms of goal attempts in the box, Size has 3 to Semedo's 1. Headed goal attempts, again, like you said. What website is that? It looks very helpful. This is the Fantasy Football Scout members area. So if you want to become a member, there is the link in the description, in my description, which will use my affiliate link and take you to there. So it's a subscription basis. You could probably use it for 1 month and see how it goes. But this is the Fantasy Football Scout members area. So headed goal attempts, Size has a better return. Also minutes per attempt, Size is much better. Minutes per chances created though, Semedo is a bit high. You would expect that from a fullback. And defending wise, obviously Size is a bit better. So it depends. It's a very close call. But I personally might go Size. Just because of that set piece threat. But Semedo is also a decent option. So maybe look at it. Try and go to like Live FPL or something. They have a decent planner. And maybe see how you're going to like plan between. In terms of like, you have to kind of factor in the cost as well. There is a cost difference between those two. So if you need to use that 0.2 million, I believe, that's a cost difference. Maybe look at that as well. Because Size is 5, Semedo is 4.8. So if that 0.2 is needed somewhere else, maybe that could also sway your thinking. Size looks like the one. Yeah, cool. Alright, hopefully that helped you, Lazy Parker. Anyone else also, if you have questions, make sure to ask it below. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. If this helps you, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well, because it kind of helps the video to be found by a lot more people. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome, Geeta. Welcome to the football chat box. Watkins or Antonio to start? Ooh. Watkins or Antonio? Antonio playing Newcastle. Watkins playing Watford. At the present moment, I would go Watkins over Antonio. But both of them have been pretty bad the last few game weeks. I will tell you that. Both of them have been pretty bad the last few game weeks. The one thing is Watkins has a bit more rotation risk because of the fact that Danny Ings is also at Aston Villa. So if Gerrard wanted to, Gerrard could easily drop Watkins to play Danny Ings, which means there's a potential that Watkins does come off the bench. But at the same time, Antonio has been missing the last few weeks. His stats have been horrible. Antonio's stats. So I've held Antonio. I don't know why I still hold Antonio, but it's just that I had to put up with other fires elsewhere, which is why Antonio is still there. But I'm benching Antonio this week. So yeah, I mean, I would probably go Watkins just because of the fact that I think Watford's defense is a bit more worse than Newcastle's defense right now. I don't think Watford's defense is any good. That's why I would go Watkins. I think Newcastle have improved defensively, and they're kind of like on this momentum of like pretty good results. They've got like 3 wins in the last 3 game weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think Newcastle, yeah, they won against Villa. They won against Everton twice, so they are on the upward trajectory. Newcastle, so probably why I would go Watkins. But yeah, it's keep in mind there is that risk for Watkins. For Antonio, on the other hand, there isn't potentially that risk. So yeah. Although, if you have someone else to start instead of starting both of them, I would do that. Again, it depends on who else you have on your bench. I need to make my transfers before this stream ends. But I'm just gonna hold it at the moment because of the fact that I'm trying to see if there's any news. There's this annoying storm as well that we kind of need to keep in mind of. But right now it's looking like this. And where is Rafinha? It's Rafinha. Probably looking at something like this. Let me just put this on Twitter as well. See if people ask. People answer. Rafinha, Cornet. Should I triple captain Salah? Talal Ali, welcome to the football chat box. Should you triple captain Salah? Yes, I would say so, but it depends on your squad. Do you have a squad that is pretty good at bench boosting? If you've already built a squad that's pretty good at bench boosting, you could probably do that. But I would recommend triple captaining Salah. Yes, I would do that. I still think Salah is probably the best triple captain shout you're going to find for this season. Given the current fixtures, I know he has a double coming up in 29. Where's this Liverpool fixture? Yeah, in 29 they play Brighton and Arsenal as a double, but that double isn't as great as Norwich and Leeds. Brighton and Arsenal are much more stronger defense. Both are much more stronger defenses compared to Norwich and Leeds. So triple captain Salah in 26 is much better than triple captain Salah in 29. I'll tell you that. Also, welcome to the football chat box, and also for anyone else who's watching as well. If this helps you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. It kind of lets the video to be found by a lot more people. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and ask your questions. I have good players in the bench, but without a double game week, so I don't think it's a bench boost. So okay, if it's not a bench boost, if you don't feel like you're comfortable with the bench boost, then triple captain Salah. I still think this week Salah's EO will be close to 200%, if not slightly above 200%. which means I still think a majority of the game is still going to triple captain Salah. So if you have a decent rank and you want to protect it, I would go safe and triple captain Salah. If you're well behind and you're trying to like catch up and you want to be differential, try triple captain in Trent. But I still like Salah because I feel like Salah's ceiling is way more higher than Trent's ceiling. Salah could be very explosive, but at the same time could be quiet as well. So it's a risk, but anyways, I think Salah is probably the best you can find. Now, keep in mind, obviously he hasn't been great the last 2 games in terms of form. I watched Champions League fixture as well. It wasn't that great for Salah, but we know what Salah is capable of. That's the main reason. And also, Salah has these 150 goals that he needs to get for Liverpool. That also kind of like plays on my mind. This guy he will want to get that goal somehow. Salah will want to get that goal. It could very well happen against Norwich. That also kind of plays on my mind. When Salah has like goals to try and hit, he likes to try and get them. So that kind of will also go towards him. Anyways, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. He scored against Inter. He did score against Inter, which is why, even though he didn't look great in that Inter game, I'll tell you that. I watched the whole 90 minutes. He didn't look great, but he needs one chance, and he just had one chance and he took it, which is why I'm like, this guy, he just needs like a couple chances and he'll get a monster haul. That's the kind of player he is, which is why I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely triple captain in Salah. Even though he didn't look good in the game, he just needs a couple chances and the guy is on it. So that's the thing. Me, triple captain Salah, yes. I think I'm going to go with Rafinha for my other hit. So I'm taking a -8. -8 to bring in Tierney and Rafinha. I hope that pays out. I have no Ramsdale, so I need a Arsenal defensive cover to back myself against anyone who has Ramsdale, which is probably going to be a majority of the game. Also, if you are new, you ask your questions. Vic, welcome to the football chat box. Who would you start? Laporte, Cucurella, or Reguilon? Ooh. That is a... Yep, you convinced me. I'll triple captain him. Yep. Good luck, Taral. I hope it works. Vic, who would you start? I would go towards Laporte, probably. The same reason I would go towards Cancelo, because I think Laporte is a bit more solid option. Now, people have been dropping Reguilon. We don't know if Reguilon will play. He could have... Reguilon could have... Apparently, there's rumors that he could have COVID, so he could potentially miss out. But if he does play the 2 games, City... I don't expect he'll keep a clean sheet against City. But Burnley is a good game. So maybe you could try the risk of playing Reguilon, because of the fact that if you had like Cancelo, Cucurella, and Reguilon, then I would say Cancelo. But Laporte, on the other hand, is not Cancelo. So, which is why I'm probably like, maybe you could run the risk of playing Reguilon. But I don't know. Spurs haven't looked great defensively. If I was to bring this up back again, where is that? XG. This is XG conceded, right? Look at that. Spurs are in the bottom 4 over the last 4 game weeks for XG conceded. So don't be confident, or I wouldn't be confident of Spurs keeping a clean sheet against City, definitely. But they could potentially keep a clean sheet against Burnley, because in terms of attack, Burnley have the worst attack for the last 4 game weeks. So they could potentially keep a clean sheet against Burnley, but probably not against City. The other question is, will Reguilon play both games? Bit of a doubt. I don't really know. but you could potentially go regular and risk it. I hope that helped, Vic. It's a pretty lengthy answer, but it does carry a bit of risk, but yeah. Welcome, Nando. Welcome and welcome, Marlon as well. Welcome to the football chat box, both of y'all. Hi, mate. Is -4 for Bruno to Son worth it? I've done -4 earlier, so it'll be a -8 if I do. Nando, no, I probably won't do that, Nando, because of the fact that Bruno has Leeds, right, and Son has Man City. Son has Man City and where is it? Son has Man City and Burnley. Okay, Burnley is a good fixture, but Man City isn't. Leeds, on the other hand, is a pretty good fixture. For United. Where is it? So for a -4, you're hoping that Son outscores Bruno. Plus, you have to consider that 4 points that you might lose. So I don't really know if I'll do it. I probably won't. In my hand, I would probably try and keep Bruno, especially if you don't have any other United asset. I think Leeds are there for the taking. But at the same time, this United team is so inconsistent that Son could do it. But I probably won't do it for a hit, if that makes sense. I would probably stick to a -4. Right now, by the way things are looking, I think -8 is what a majority will take. So you taking a -4 could already put you in a decent. You could be in a small red or small green arrow by taking a -4. Only just limiting it to a -4. Hopefully that helps. So I probably won't do it. Hope that helped, Nando. But at the same time, keep in mind, Bruno can be very inconsistent this season, United in general, so Son could do it, but I personally, I haven't done Fernandes to Son. I have Fernandes and I haven't done Fernandes to Son. So yeah. Marlon, hey mate, I have 7 double game week players without any hits. Thinking of triple captain Salah. Do you reckon I should take a hit to bring in Jimenez for Antonio? If you haven't taken a hit and you have 7 double game week players and your triple captain Salah, keep it like that. For people who don't take hits this game week and you've got a decent number of double game week players, you're going to start the game week with a green arrow. Even without any players playing, you're going to start the game week with a green arrow. So I probably won't do any hits, especially given that if you're trying to bring Jimenez in, Jimenez has Leicester. Obviously, Leicester pretty good fixture going forward. So he could potentially get some points. Arsenal, I have Jimenez. I'm not expecting anything from Arsenal. I'm expecting something from Leicester, but I'm not expecting a massive haul because Wolves aren't an attacking team. But Arsenal are strong defensive teams, so I'm not expecting anything from Arsenal. So I probably won't do it for a hit, because if you bring him in for a hit, that means he's got to score more than the hit value as well. So keep that in mind. I still think not taking a hit, and if you have 7 double game week players, it's good enough. Me personally, I have had to take hits because I couldn't even get to 7 double game week players without doing that. So yeah, if you have 7, I think is a good number. I think anywhere between 7, 8 is a pretty good number for this double game week. So hopefully that answered your question, Marlon. Fade in Ghost, welcome to the football chat box. Wildcard or triple captain, everyone? I am going. Okay, mate. Cheers. I'm a subscribe. Thank you, Nandu. Well, thank you. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel, and also hit that like button. It helps the video to be found by a lot more people. So hit this like button as well. Fading Ghost, wildcard or triple captain? I'm going triple captain. I can see the logic that a lot of people are going wildcard. But keep in mind, if you wildcard this week, you can't also play the triple captain. And I think Salah is a really good triple captaincy option this week. But I am going triple captain. If you want to wildcard, if people are taking -12s, -16s, then you might as well wildcard. I don't know why you're taking that many, but yeah. Lovely, that's great advice. No worries, Marlon. Hopefully that helps you. And also have a good game week, everyone. I hope everyone gets like green arrows. So yeah. Fading Ghost, I hope that kind of like answered your question. I'm going triple captain. I don't know about the others as well. I'm assuming a lot of people, at least everyone I've spoken to so far, seems to be on the triple captain bandwagon more than the wild card. But I've seen a lot of people going wild card, and I kind of understand why they're going wild card. Oh, by the way, I subscribed and smashed the like button too. Good content. Thank you, Marlon. Shout out to Marlon for hitting that subscribe button and the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like button as well, guys. If y'all are new and if it helps you. Also, feel free to ask your questions. I will try and answer them to the best of my ability, and also look at a few stats to try and give you guys a better opinion. Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me actually get it up. Again, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. These are the fixtures that we kind of have confirmed right now. Chelsea have fixtures to rearrange. There is talk that Chelsea could have a double game week in 28 alongside Arsenal. So Arsenal could double in 28 and 29. Keep that in mind, but I'm not sure really. Someone subscribed. Oh yeah, Marlon. Thank you, Marlon, for the subscription. Thank you. So there are a few. We could potentially get a few more doubles added to this, added to 28 and 29. But yeah, we'll have to just see how it goes. Which is why I'm not wildcarding, just because of the fact that there are a few more fixtures to announce, and I'm thinking they could potentially add a few more for game week 30, 28, or 29. So I right now my plan is 26 triple captain, 28 wildcard, and potentially 29 bench boost. That's kind of how it's going right now. But I can see why people will wildcard in 26. If you wildcard in 26, you potentially have to maybe free hit in 27, because you might triple up on Arsenal players and Liverpool players, and then you'll be on 27 with a lot of people like not playing, so you'll probably have to free hit on 27. But you could potentially bench boost on 28, potentially, because 28 and 29 fixtures look pretty good. So you probably might want to consider that. What I would say is go to a planner and try and see how your team will look like for 28, 29, stuff like that. Now, for me personally, I need to go back to transfers. I have Jota who's there. Unfortunately, Jota not playing one game, so might as well get rid, because it's basically he either doesn't play at all, or he plays one game at best. So instead, I'm going to go probably with Rafinha. And I'm going to go in out for a hit and bring in Tierney, mainly because of the fact that I have no Arsenal defenders or any Arsenal defensive cover. I don't even have Ramsdale. So I kind of need to cancel out Ramsdale's potential mega haul by bringing at least some Arsenal defender. And I feel like Tierney is probably the one I'm going to get. But I do like Gabriel as well as an option. So yeah, keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps. Also, any moves you guys make, all team dependent. So look at your team, see whether you like it or not. There are tons of free tools as well, like FPL. This is FPL review. I use it to kind of look at like expected points. This is I don't have a membership here, so it's free. So I'm looking at kind of like expected points and see who people kind of like think could haul. So to try and make better decisions. And obviously using livefpl.net, try and build a planner. And then I have the Fantasy Football Scout members area membership. So if you guys want to sign up, you could use the link in my description, my affiliate link, and they have like good stats as well here. Kind of like helps me decide between like compare two players if I wanted to. Like here I've compared Roman Saiz and Nelson Semedo, but it also helps me like look at people's header goal attempt conceded stats, like Brentford being pretty bad for header goal attempts, Wolves being pretty bad as well for header goal attempts, which is why people are going for Gabriel, because of the fact that he's on that set pieces as well. Like he gets on the end of the set pieces. So yeah. Anyways, if anyone else also has, we're gonna be here till the deadline, so feel free to ask your questions. I'm just trying to look online as well for any news that might potentially come, because we don't know. There could be some news that comes. So it's very. Oh, I just realized you guys missed that screen. Are there any people here who aren't triple captaining? I'm interested to know that as well. Are there people who aren't triple captaining playing their wild card, or maybe triple captaining but not triple captaining Salah? And also, how many hits are people on? Are you people on like a -8, -4s, not taking any hits? Start Cancelo or Broha? Welcome James. Welcome to the football chat box. Start Cancelo. I would start Cancelo. I know Broha is good, has a good fixture against Everton. But Cancelo is Cancelo and could potentially haul, which is why I'm going Cancelo. Spurs could score against City, not gonna lie, it could happen, but at the same time Cancelo could haul big, and that's why I'm going Cancelo. If I had Broha and Cancelo, I don't have Broha, but if I had the two, I would still start Cancelo. Hopefully that helps, James. Also, guys, if you're new, hit the like button. Kind of helps the video to be found by a lot more people. And also hit the subscribe button if you're new. If I have helped you, basically. Let's look at. I'm trying to find out on Twitter. If there's any. See, this is the another thing. We have to keep now. We have to like look at like Storm news as well. Storm Unis. I hope that games don't get cancelled. So many questions to be answered. Also, I have seen some leaked lineups of Liverpool lineup going. Liverpool's lineup being leaked. I wouldn't trust the leakers yet, because I don't know, man. Like, don't look at leaks right now and try to pick your team if they're not coming from reputable sources. Because people will just put it out there just to get hits and clicks. So be careful with what you do. Okay, now who else? I'm looking for news, FPL news. Now keep in mind, guys, right, that these are the attacks and defense. So minutes per XG, Liverpool had the best attack. City's United, interestingly United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Burnley with pretty bad. Norwich, Chelsea are there as well, but Chelsea haven't played in the last few weeks. That's why they're there. Watford, shit. Hey mate, do you reckon people are influenced by many YouTubers wildcard this week because of the new double game week announcements? That could potentially happen, Marlon. There are, because let's admit it, right? There are some people who could look at a YouTuber's team and kind of like try and replicate it, try and copy. Like, if let's say like Andy from Let's Talk FPL or FPL Focal or FPL Mate, if one of them go and say, "Hey, I'm hitting the wildcard button," or "I'm hitting the triple captain, and this is why I'm doing it," some people might actually do it. I wouldn't recommend that, because I think they're looking at their specific teams and saying this is what they're gonna do. Doesn't mean what they do fits for your team, because you need to look at your team and like try and analyze your team and see whether it's actually good for you to do the moves that you're doing for your team. I wouldn't say that people aren't influenced. People do get influenced quite easily. Like there's the herd mentality as well, with like everyone going, oh shit, everyone's playing triple captain or everyone's playing wildcard, I need to kind of like do this as well. I would try and avoid that as much as possible, because that kind of impacts your playstyle. I would tell people, play your playstyle, play what makes you the best. If it fits your team to wildcard, then wildcard. But if it fits your team to triple captain instead, you can triple captain. Same thing with bench boost and free hits as well, right? Everyone has different situations. Me, now, I'm not going to free hit in 27, but there will be people who will need to free hit in 27. So again, it depends on situations for everyone. But yeah, there could be, I would say there will be people who get influenced by seeing a lot of YouTubers wildcarding, especially like big YouTubers as well wildcarding, and they could also be forced to wildcard, even though that might not be the correct move for themselves. So yeah, that's just my take on it. That's a long take on it, but anyway, that's just my take on it. Trying to find news. Also, keep in mind, all these double game week players we're bringing in, they could also become single game week players, man. Like seriously, Rafinha could become. I'm hoping Rafinha doesn't become single game week, but yeah, some of these players could just become a single game week player. So don't get too swept in the double game week hype. But yeah, it's Theo. Welcome to the football chat box. Triple captain Mo. Yes, I think that's a good option. I am doing that. I haven't activated it yet. I need to activate it. There is 1 hour left for the deadline, so I better activate it. I'm just looking on Twitter to just make sure that no game gets cancelled because of all of this madness that's going around. But yes, triple captain Mo. I would triple captain Mo. I'm looking at like news to see if all the games are going on, just in case. You never know. And also just to see if anyone has anything concrete in terms of lineups or anything. Be careful with looking at leaks for leaked lineups, because they could very well be wrong. So don't make your decision based off leaked lineups too much, unless they're like from trusted sources. Hopefully that answered your question. It's Theo. I think Mo Salah is probably the best triple captain you can get for this game week. Probably one of the best I've seen for quite some time over the last few years. In terms of player / combination of fixtures. But yeah, hopefully that helped people. Also, guys, if you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to increase our subscribers, but at the same time, if you hit that like button, it helps the video to be found by more people. So make sure to hit that like button as well. Oh yeah, and if you have questions, make sure to ask it in the chat. I need to play my transfers. I need to play these transfers before the deadline hits. Don't leave your transfers for the last minute. Site could very well crash like it did last time. So make sure to kind of like play your transfers a bit early. But yeah, don't leave it till like the last 2 minutes or something. The site could very well crash. I think I should be fine with my transfers. This is what it's looking like. And I can't really see about anything else. I'm thinking Rafinha over Cornet, because of the fact that, where is it? Minutes per XG wise, Burnley are horrible. And I did compare Rafinha's stats as well with Cornet. So this is Tierney versus Gabriel. I did compare Rafinha versus Cornet, and Rafinha's was much better than Cornet. Even though Cornet has the extra fixture, Rafinha's was still better. I just hope that Rafinha plays the full game, man. He got subbed as well the last game. And he got subbed for tactical reasons as well, which is not great. But yeah. So I can't think of any other midfielder I want to bring in who plays for 26 and 27. Maybe Mahrez is someone I might want to bring in. But it's just that Rafinha has that extra fixture which kind of like leans me towards Rafinha, and also because of the fact that predicting City's lineup is so hard, man. Mahrez could not even start at times, so it's very hard to predict City lineup. Okay, hopefully if anyone else also has questions, let me know. In terms of points, Salah looks like the highest for this week. Trent on there as well. Mane, Robertson, Van Dijk. I mean, the Liverpool players are on top of this. Like I said, Saka, Gabriel, Firmino, Tierney. Not too much of a difference in terms of expected points. Heung-min Son also there. Rafinha also there. Cornet is like way below, but still pretty there as well. So I think this is what I'm going with. Sorry, this is what I'm going to go with this week. -8. Triple captain Salah. Play Martinelli for his 1 game week against Wolves. Bench Antonio, Digne, and Livramento and De Gea. I hope Foster keeps a clean sheet, man. At least 1 game, if he keeps a clean sheet, I'll be happy. But we'll have to see. Watford have improved slightly defensively. Have they improved defensively? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Minutes per XG concede. Yeah, look at that. Watford have improved defensively. I'm hoping he does keep a clean sheet. Oh, this is the last 4 game weeks. Watford have improved defensively. So I'm hoping Foster can keep it. I don't know which one. Is Cornet a good transfer? Welcome, Anantha Krishnan. Welcome, Anantha Krishnan. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the football chat box. Is Cornet a good transfer? This is a question I have been asking myself as well, and this is me comparing Rafinha and Maxwell Cornet, and I have gone with the conclusion that I would prefer Rafinha over Maxwell Cornet. I mean, Cornet could be a decent transfer, but I don't know, man. Burnley don't really convince me. I've seen your question as well, Marlon. I will get to it. But Burnley just don't convince me. Like, they're bottom of the expected goals for the last 4 game weeks. Defensively, they're not that great. I don't know. I'm not convinced with Burnley yet. I know they double, but I don't know. Cornet hasn't really shown any form. I wouldn't say Rafinha also has shown any form, but we kind of have some kind of pedigree on Rafinha compared to Cornet. But at the same time, Cornet could score, but I don't know. For me, I'm not really convinced. But yeah, it's up to you. Bro, you pronounced it correct. Fair enough. Thank God. Alright, let's get to Marlon's question, and hopefully that answered your question as well. Marlon, Ryan, sorry to ask this many questions. No worries. This is my 2nd season playing FPL. Love it actually. How do you filter the Twitter noise? Oh, that's a hard question to answer, man. It's easy to get swept up in the Twitter noise. I would say what I do personally is I look at, because sometimes when you look at Twitter, it could be good, it could be bad. You get good opinions on there. You get like sometimes. So me personally, I can't watch all the games, right? So I might miss some games while other people might watch, which kind of like helps you in terms of making your decision, right? So I can watch highlights for some games I can't watch. So it kind of like helps you to make decisions on certain players that maybe others have seen, and they kind of have a better opinion on that. End of the day, don't let Twitter influence your decisions too much, but kind of like use what's been said to see whether, okay, does this move sound logically, does it make sense? Is it a good move? Look at your team, see whether how it impacts your team. but don't get swept up with the Twitter noise because it has positives and negatives. So you have to trust your playstyle. Trust your playstyle. Try and figure out what your playstyle is, especially if it's your second season playing. Try and figure out your playstyle. You will make mistakes over the process. I've made so many mistakes over the process of playing. This is my 10th season of playing FPL, so it's crazy. I've made so many mistakes over that process. So try and trust your playstyle. See how you go, and try and make moves that fits your playstyle. That's all I would say. Take Twitter. Try and use the advantage that Twitter gives in terms of trying to find out certain players that might actually be someone that you might have not considered. But yeah, end of the day, you make the decision for your team. I hope that helped. Alex, welcome to the football chat box. Is this a good team? Sa, Tierney, Trent, Saiz, Jacob Ramsey, Bowen, Saka, Salah, Coutinho, and Jimenez. I used my wildcard, so I could still bring in Lacazette for Mope, who's on my bench. Okay, so you've used your wildcard. You've got Jose Sa, Tierney, Trent, Saiz, Jacob Ramsey, Bowen, Saka, Salah, Coutinho, Jimenez. I know you've bought in Sa, and you're looking to bring in Lacazette, but why not bring in Ramsdale instead, Alex? I'm just thinking because I think Ramsdale over Jose Sa is a much better option, especially if you're using your wildcard. Ramsdale's fixtures, I think, are much better over here than Jose Sa's fixtures, to be honest. So if I was to pick from a goalkeeper, I'll probably bring Ramsdale over Sa. Although Saiz is a really good option. Jacob Ramsey, yeah, not too bad. Bowen, Saka, Salah, that's also not too bad. Coutinho, also not too bad. Jimenez, yeah, Jimenez is alright. Who else do you have on your bench? Like, do you have Broha? I think Broha could be a good option because of Southampton. But yeah, that's not a bad team, Alex. Hopefully that helped. If not Cornet, then whom? I have 6 million in the bank. Oh, if you have 6 million in the bank, then you have to go Cornet. Because I can't tell you that, like, midfielders, there isn't anyone that great. If you have 6 million in the bank, then go Cornet. If you have 6 million in the bank, go Cornet. Because he is probably the best you can get. I know Fabinho is here, but yeah, nah. I'll go Cornet, if especially for the next 2 game weeks. I know Jacob Ramsey is in here, but Aston Villa don't have a double coming up until 28. So, I mean, it's still a decent fixture, but you can target the upcoming 2 doubles for Cornet. Brian, welcome to the football chat box. Hey man, how do you feel about triple captain Trent? It's a good differential, triple captain Trent. So here's the thing. With triple captain Trent and triple captain Salah, this is what I would do depending on rank positions. If you are within the top 100k, I would probably play it a bit safe and triple captain Salah. If you were, say, outside the top 200k and you're trying to climb rank as much as possible, or if you're in a mini league where you're quite a few points behind the leader and you want to try and get a differential player in, then you could go with the triple captain of Trent, because you're trying to climb rank and you need a differential player, right? So then I don't mind the triple captain Trent, but keep in mind that I think Salah has a higher ceiling than Trent does in terms of number of points that they can both get. I just feel that Salah has a much better ceiling than Trent. So if Salah goes really explosive in this upcoming double game week, then you're in a bit of a problem. If Salah doesn't, then it's okay, it works out, but there is that risk. You have to keep in mind that there's always that risk that Salah could be very explosive. So depending on your game week rank, if you're really far behind in game week rank, then it's definitely worth the punt. If you're not, and if you're in a really comfortable game week rank, sorry, not game week rank, what am I talking? Like overall rank. If you're in really comfortable overall rank, then I would go Salah. So hopefully that answers your question, Brian. Alex, oh, I could bring in Fabinho for Coutinho as Fabinho has a double game week. Yeah, you could do that, Alex. You could very well do that. Just make sure that in game week 27, I don't know if you're free hitting in 27 or not. Because if you're free hitting in 27, then you'll be fine. It doesn't matter if you're bringing a triple up Liverpool. But if you're not, just check to see whether your team is decent for 27 as well. Harry Potter, play 1, Cancelo, Broha, or Mope. Cancelo. I will play Cancelo. Ananda Krishan, thanks for the suggestion, bro. Hope you have a good game week. No worries. You're welcome, and I hope you guys also have a good game week. Tom, welcome to the Football Chatbox. I want Salah and Ronaldo in, but I'm not sure how to do it. This is my team: De Gea, Ramsdale, Lamptey, Trent, Diaz, Sufal, Dalot, Douglas, Luis, Jota, Foden, Bowen, Coutinho, Antonio, Ronaldo, Edward. Oh my god. How much do you have in the bank, Tom? Okay? Let's start with this. If you get rid of Jota to bring in Salah, how much do you have in the bank? Can you let me know how much you have in the bank, Tom? After you do that move, Jota to Salah. Ronaldo, yeah. Here's the thing: trying to get Ronaldo and Salah both in. I probably wouldn't advise trying to get Ronaldo in. If you already have you don't even have Bruno. That's the problem. I probably wouldn't advise against it. Someone subscribed. Who did? Alex, thank you for the subscription. If you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We're trying to get like 150 subscribers. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we're trying to do that. 0.2 for Tom. Okay, hold on, Tom. 1 second. I'm ranked 405 overall something, Brian. Brian, yeah, then in that case, you could potentially triple captain Trent. But keep in mind, it does come with its fair share of risk. But if you already own Salah, and if you're trying to triple captain Trent, I mean, it could work out. It could actually push you towards that boost. But keep in mind that there is a risk, and I've also seen like rumors that Trent might not start. So take that into consideration as well. But it could work out. It could be a differential, actually, if you're in that rank. Try and actually triple captain Trent. But yeah, I would usually be safe and play. Usually, I'm not the one to try and mess with my captain too much, because I try to attack on other players that are not my captain to try and make that differential. And usually with the captain, I try to go safe. But yeah. Okay, back to Tom. So Jota out, Salah in does 4.4. Okay, so if Jota out, Salah in. Wait. Oh, you already have Ronaldo, no? Okay, so if you already have Ronaldo, then you need to drop Ronaldo, Tom. It's very hard to have Ronaldo and Salah, especially given that it's a 4.4. Would you free hit this week? No, I probably won't free hit this week. Mainly because of the fact that I think the triple captainship chip is better than your free hit, and also the fact that you might have to you could potentially use that free hit somewhere else. That's why. Pranita, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Dennis. I know. Dennis what the? Yeah, I know I have Dennis. Not that great. Sad life. I am not expecting too much from him. But yeah. No worries. Thank you, Alex. Tom. Yeah, 4.4. I mean, what's your team like? If you can give me your team ID, I could just put it in here and see. But yeah, it's not easy. You can't have Ronaldo and try to get Salah, Tom. Especially if it's like 4.4, because you already, and like your defense isn't too expensive as well. You got Trent, Diaz, and top man. No worries, Tom. Hope that kind of fixes and helps you. But yeah, I hope that fixes your situation. I would drop Ronaldo to bring in Salah. If you badly wanted United cover, you could try and get Bruno in for someone, maybe for Foden. But I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth it. I think Salah is a better option. Just drop Ronaldo if you needed to. If Ronaldo is your only way to bring Salah in, I would do it. And then you could probably bring someone else for Ronaldo. A striker maybe. I don't know. Maybe you could probably bring again, it depends on your team and what chips you have left. You could probably bring Jimenez because of Wolves' upcoming doubles as well. You could bring in Weghorst, although I'm not really convinced by Burnley in general. But yeah. Should I keep Adams on my bench or have Broha as well? What Adams are we talking about? Can you tell me what Adams? Is it Shea Adams? Are we talking about Shea Adams? Double Southampton forward. I probably won't do it. I'll just keep Adams. I'll just keep Adams, Alex. I'm not really convinced with it. I mean, you don't really need to go double Southampton forwards, do you? I know the forwards aren't great, but like Shea Adams itself is just decent enough since you already have him. Who instead of Ronaldo? Really good question. Depends on your team. If you what depends on your team, depends on your chip strategy. Are you wildcarding in game week 28? It depends on your team. Very depends significantly on the team. If that's how you spell it. Yeah, Shea Adams. And so are you trying to do you already have Shea Adams and Broha as well, or are you trying to bring Broha in as well? Okay, I hope you answer. Okay, I guess I answered your question. Okay. Who instead of Ronaldo? Depends on your chip strategy, Tom. Depends on who. No, I could do Broha instead. Oh, you could do Broha instead. You mean you could bring in Shea Adams or Broha? If you could bring in Shea Adams or Broha, then I would bring in Broha. If that makes sense. If that's what you're actually trying to do. And Tom, yeah, again, who instead of Ronaldo, it very depends on your team quite a lot. Wildcard game week 28. Okay, so then you need basically for 2 game weeks, right? For 2 game weeks. For 2 game weeks. You can't have Kane as well, no? That's sad life. So whoever I tell you, I mean, it doesn't be like, okay, whoever you bring in, is it going to be for a hit? Like any striker you make right now, is it going to be for a hit? Or any transfer you make now, is it going to be for a hit? Or do you have free transfers as well? Sorry, I worded that badly, but thank you. No worries, Alex. Hope you have a good day as well, mate. Hope you have a good day and hope you have a good game week. Tom, is it going to be for a hit or not for a hit? Or do you have your free transfers left? Because what you could try is you could try and drop Ronaldo and you could try and bring in Salah and Son, if that makes sense. Mane is starting both the games. Rushab, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Mane is starting both the games. Ooh, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe not, because you have to keep in mind they have the FA Cup final, not FA Cup, Capital, whatever, the League Cup final as well. So I don't know if he'll start. You could potentially see Luis Diaz start in 1 game, so maybe not. I don't know. To be honest, I actually don't know. Tom, yes, for a -4. Okay, if it's for a -4, then you can't do too many hits. In that specific case, while I don't really like it, not really. I potentially would have done it if I knew the news before. I would do Ronaldo to Weghorst to get the Burnley double, because you're going to wildcard in 28 as well. So it doesn't matter after that what Burnley player you own. I mean, you don't really need to own any Burnley player. So I would do Weghorst to get the double. Even though I'm not expecting too much against Brighton and Tottenham. Because initially, before I got Jimenez, my move was to get Weghorst, but I wasn't sure about Weghorst's fitness. But now we kind of know that Weghorst is potentially going to be playing both games. So I would do Weghorst as the double to get rid of Ronaldo. By the way, strikers this season aren't that great, but I also just target the fixtures. So yeah, probably Weghorst. By the way, I need to make my moves. I better make these moves before I forget and things go crazy and I forget and all of that. When is Leeds' game? Okay, Monday and then this thing. Okay, let me make my moves. Keane out, Tierney in, Jota out, Rafinha in. Confirm my -8. Sad life, but confirm it is. So that's my team. Tierney for Lucadinha. Lucadinha second sub. Antonio first sub against New. Oh, actually. Yeah. let's just keep it like this for now. I'll go the attacker over the defender. Salah here. Triple captain, I would make Tierney my vice captain probably. And yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doublers, 7 doublers. Yeah, is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 doublers, I think is pretty decent for a -8. Martinelli, Fernandes, Bowen, and Cancelo, the single game week players. And triple captain Salah with Tierney vice captain. I could go Trent as my vice captain, but I'm just gonna like put on a different player. So yeah, this is it, guys. Triple captain about to be played. Salah, triple captain, Tierney there. Triple captain has been played. This is what my team is looking like. We'll see how it goes. Let me take a screenshot actually of this, then post it later on Twitter. But that's what the team is looking like. Overall rank of 21k. -8 taken. I hope it pays off. We'll have to see. It's a question of but yeah. Anyone else with any questions? Feel free to ask ahead. That's my team, all sorted. This is what we're going to go with. And then, so this is what it was. Let me say the team, which meant that in game week 27, I would do Salah will be. What am I doing? Salah out, Antonio in, Digne, Trent out, Lucadini in, Tierney out. I hope that Livramento gets his starting position back. Costa out, De Gea in, Fernandes possibly captain, Martinelli out. It's one game week. What the hell? Potentially Cornet in. Potentially, I don't know. And if I really wanted to take another -4, I could have done either Fernandes to De Bruyne as a captaincy option and captain KDB, or Dennis to Weghorst. But I don't really want to captain a Burnley player, even if they have a double game week player. So I'll probably do this Fernandes cap. If Bruno doesn't look great against Leeds, then I'll probably this thing, what do you call, bring in KDB for a -4 and captain KDB if I get to know that KDB is going to start. But yeah, mainly because I feel like a lot of people will target the city fixtures in with the free hit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll have money to play with, that's for sure. So I could very well do it. Like I could do KDB. Like I could do something like this and just captain KDB. Again, it depends on Everton as well, how Everton look like in the upcoming game. Who are they playing? They're playing Southampton. It's a good test to see what Everton is like. Southampton are a good team. How's everyone going? If anyone has any questions, make sure to hit that chat box and type your question in. Also, make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. If I've helped you and if the questions have helped you, if the answers have helped you, hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if that helps. And yeah, and also for everyone here, I hope you guys have a good game week. Hope everyone gets green arrows. But yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new, and the like button as well, because it helps the video to be found. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. We have just under 30 minutes before the deadline. And I've made my transfers, taken a -8. Overall rank right now is at 21k. I would expect it before the game week starts to drop to about 28k, 28 to 29 or 30k. Let's see. Ricardo Jacobs, welcome to the football chat box. Must I triple captain Salah? Must you triple captain Salah? No, you don't really need to triple captain Salah. But there might not be another player who could have really good fixtures and the player themselves be really good. So there might not be a better opportunity. Sorry, must word that correctly. There might not be a better opportunity later down the line for you to put the triple captain on someone else. I mean, you could potentially triple captain Salah in game week 29, Brighton and Arsenal. But I don't think Brighton and Arsenal as a fixture combined pair is as good as Norwich versus Leeds. At the same time, people might tell you Salah has a cup final upcoming just before Leeds, so he could probably get rested for Leeds game, which for game week 29 he might not get rested because they don't really have any cup final around that time. So yeah, I mean, you have to weigh the balance, and depending on your chip strategy as well, depending on your rank, if you can bench boost, if you have a really good team and you want to bench boost, you could probably bench boost. But it's not necessary that you're triple captain Salah. It's just that it depends on your team. For my team right now, and looking at all the upcoming fixtures, I just can't see a better time to put my triple captain on someone, which is why I'm going Salah. But it could pay off, it won't pay off. End of the day, it is what it is. But hopefully that answered your question, Ricardo. Also, for everyone who's watching this, make sure to make your transfers soon. Don't wait for the last 5 to 10 minutes because the FPL site could crash. Because a lot of people will try to make decisions last minute, so don't keep it at the last minute. Make your transfers now. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully that helped you, Ricardo. I hope that question helped. I mean, that answer helped you. If anyone else also has any questions, make sure to ask it below. Also, if you're new and if I helped you, maybe hit that subscribe button. Just help the channel. We are right now on 109 subscribers. Can we get to 115 subscribers before the deadline? Maybe. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. Helps the video to be found. All right. Anyone else with any questions? We've got 25 minutes more for the deadline. Why does this audio stream keep changing? No, it's fine. Oh well. All right. If anyone else has questions, please let me know. I'll try and answer it. Chip usage. I wonder what the chip usage will be. So top 10k, I'm expecting a lot of triple captain to be used for top 10k. Expecting the wildcard also to be increased. Free hit, I don't think so. I think we'll see a lot of free hit in 27. Interestingly, free hit 2, a lot of people have saved it, so I'll be interested to see whether people use it in free hit 27. Sorry, in 27 as well. Let's see how it goes. Bench boost, maybe some might do it, some might not. But I think this triple captaincy chip will be played a lot this week. So I'll be interested to see how many triple captain and how many wildcard, and what this number does for the top 10k. Overall chips, as you can see, 21% have wildcarded and 25% have triple captained, interestingly. So these number have triple captained and wildcarded, so we'll see how it goes for the next few weeks. This is my team. This is what I'm looking like for this game week. We are going to be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double game week players, and obviously Martinelli, Fernandes, Bowen, and Cancelo as the single game week players. Antonio on the bench, Luca Dino on the bench, Livramento third sub, here there as well. Hopefully Watford can get at least one clean sheet, man. I hope so. We'll see how it goes anyways. But yeah, that is what the team is looking like. Let me know what you guys think as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. The deadline is nearing. Deadline is nearing. Also, like I said, make your transfers now because deadline is nearing. Don't want to keep it for the last minute. Make your transfers now. And if you're playing chips, activate your chips now. Make sure to activate your chips now and save them, because don't keep it at the last moment. FPL side could crash and then you'll be in a situation where you haven't played your chips, especially if you're playing the wildcard chip. And if you haven't activated the wildcard chip and you've done so many hits, make sure to press that wildcard chip as well, right? Because you will, otherwise you'll go into the game week with so many hits taken. So make sure to do that. Don't keep it to the last minute. The site could crash. We just don't want that to happen. So make sure to play your chips, activate your chips, activate your transfers, do all of it that you need. Now don't keep it at the last minute. But this is what I'm looking like. Game week 26. -8 taken. Only I knew that Jota would be missing earlier. I probably wouldn't have taken that -8, but it is what it is. But yeah. Anyone else with any questions? I'll probably keep it up for this, keep the stream up for another few minutes, because it seems like the number of questions also has died down. I think everyone's looking good in the terms of their team. Any last minute questions? If not, it should be good. Looks like everyone's got their questions in. They've kind of asked their questions, and I think everyone's looking like they're solid. We'll see. We'll go on for another 5 minutes to see whether if there's any more questions that come in. If there aren't any more questions that come in like the next 5 minutes, I'll probably end it after that. And I wish everyone has a good game week. So we'll see how it goes. But if you do have any last minute questions, do get it in. We are on, I think, 109 subscribers. If we can get to 110 for this game week, that would be amazing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. If we can get to 110 this game week, amazing. That would have been a great achievement. I think we're 1 subscriber short of that. So yeah, let's see. All right. Anyone else has any question? By the way, if we can get this to 110 today, that would be amazing. We're on 109 subscribers. So huge shout out to everyone else who subscribed. If we can get it 110, I think that's a good achievement for the day. And also ask your questions ahead if you do have any questions. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like for me today. Welcome, Muhammad. Start 2. Olisi, Mopai, Broha, Kokorela. Start Broha. Wait, who is Mopai playing? Burnley. Ooh. Burnley or Southampton's Everton. Let me see that defense. In terms of defense, minutes per XG considered, where is Everton? Everton is over here, and Burnley are there. Okay, start. Olise is not confirmed to play both games, so I would probably go Mopai and Broha. But you could potentially risk one of them and start Olise. Olise is playing Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game. But Watford, I don't mind, easier. I mean, you could risk Olise if you wanted to move it. And the other one is you could probably start Broha. Broha, Mope. Let's go with Mope. Let's just take the risk and go with Mope. Why not? Because I think Burnley are a bit more of a weaker defense compared to Everton. So you could potentially go Mope and Olise. Have Canceller as well. I would start Canceller, Mohammed. I would definitely start Canceller. How many double game and Pablo, welcome to the football chat box. How many double game players do you think someone should have? I think anywhere between 6 to 8 is a good number this week. Anywhere between 6 to 8 is a really good number. I think that's a really good number this game week. Anywhere between 6 to 8. I personally have 7 after taking a -8. I wouldn't advocate taking too many hits, but I've got 7 right now. I've had to take hits due to players getting injured, sadly. But anyways, that is what it is. But yeah, I think anywhere between 6 to 8 is good. Hopefully that helped Pablo. Mohammed, yeah, start Canceller. Start between Mope and Broha. I mean, you could go either. Maybe you could go Mope. Because Brighton are a bit more of a better team than Southampton. And also they're playing Burnley. Burnley aren't that great defensively compared to Everton. Is a -16 on the table. Alec, oh no, I wouldn't advocate a -16. Do you really need to take a -16, Alec? Is it really needed? And also Mohammed, I hope that helped you. But is it really needed a -16? I don't really think so. Is it? I wouldn't do a -16. Because at that rate, you might as well just wildcard. But who are you bringing in for a -16 in the first place? For it to be a -16? It depends on your moves. I wouldn't do a -16. No way. That's me personally, I wouldn't do a -16. But there are people who do that. But me personally, I wouldn't do it. Thank you. No worries. Also, guys, I must say this. If you're new, we hit 110. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button because it helps a lot. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well, because it does help the channel a lot. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. But yeah, if you're new, do hit the subscribe button. We do a lot of FPL content as well. Okay, welcome Jovi. Welcome to the football chat box. If you take a -8, then want to use your wildcard, will it wipe out the -8 hit already taken? Yes. if you've taken hits this game week and if you play a wild card, all the hits will be cancelled out. So it would go like you haven't taken any hits. So yes, your hits will be cancelled out if you have already taken hits this game week. And if you play the wild card, yes. But then keep in mind that if you play the wild card, you can't play the triple captaincy chip as well. So if you're trying to do the triple captaincy chip as well, make sure that if you play the wild card, you can't play the triple captaincy chip. So keep that in mind. So hopefully that did help you, Jovi. Alec, I can wild card, but I have used a free hit. I can walk up, but I have used a free hit. Wait, if you've used a free, have you used a free hit this week, Alec? If you used a free hit, then it doesn't matter. Your hits won't your hits won't count, if that makes sense. If you're using a free hit this week, if you haven't used a free hit and you're just doing normal stuff, then the hits will count. But again, it depends on who you're bringing on this -16. If you're playing free hit this week, same thing like the wildcard, hits won't count. Pablo, I have Saka, TEA, Salah, Foster, King, and Kilman for a -8. Do I take a -12 to get an attacker or defender with a double game week? Oh, those are your double game week. Saka, TEA, Salah, Foster, King, and Kilman. Yeah, that 6 is fine, I guess. And I'm assuming you'll be captaining Salah as well. So, I mean, do I take a -12 to get an attacker or defender with a double game week? Probably not. Really not really needed. I mean, the only thing I would say is if you wanted to take another hit, I would look at an Arsenal defender. But here's the thing, right, guys? We're running out of game weeks, okay? And me personally, I'll tell you, I'm at 21k, and I've always been off like the 10k. I've been off the 10k from like the point gap between me and the 10k has gone from 8 points to 13 points to now it's at 22 points. It's not easy to get points back. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's not very easy to always get those points back when you start taking too many hits. It's not easy. I myself am going to limit at a -8, but if you wanted to do a -12 and if you're getting someone, then maybe an Arsenal defender, because of the fact that you don't have an Arsenal defensive asset by the looks of it, then maybe an Arsenal defender. But if not, I wouldn't like really take a -12. But yeah, I mean, you could probably take a -12 to get Arsenal defender, but that's the max, Pablo. And I wouldn't really do it. But anyways, Alec, did you play the free hit, by the way? Have you played the free hit this week, or are you playing the free hit? I don't really know. Also, guys, if you're new, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If we can go, oh no, we lost the subscriber, sad life, but we gained one again. If we can go above 110 this week, that would be amazing. So hit that subscribe button. But yeah, don't take too many hits if it's not needed. If you can bring in good players though, and you can justify your hit, then fine. But keep in mind that every hit you take is a rank decrease before you start. If you can get that back, kind of pays off, but I wouldn't advocate for taking so many hits. But yeah, hopefully be careful with that. Pablo, okay, thanks mate, subscribe. Legend, absolute legend. Thank you for subscribing. Absolute legend. Alright guys, 10 minutes more for the deadline. Make sure you've done your transfers, you've hit whatever chips you're going to hit. Make sure you've activated all of that. Don't keep it till the last few minutes, because you could then be in a big problem in terms of site could potentially crash or anything like that. Mark, welcome to the football chat box. De Gea, Tierney vice captain, that's fine, I guess. Trent, Lamptey, Salah triple captain, that's also fine. Bowen, Rafinha, Son, Cornet, Edward, Antonio, and then bench, Ward, Watkins, Laporte, Johnson. Thoughts on this? Anyone on or off the bench? The only thing, Mark, I would do is I might bench Antonio and start Laporte. That's the one thing. It's just because of the fact that I think Laporte can get you a clean sheet maybe and some points. Antonio just hasn't looked great. That's probably one of the reasons. So I might favor Laporte over Antonio. But apart from that, I think everyone else is decent. Of who you started. That's the only difference I'll make. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope that helps you, Mark. But yeah, that's the only change I might do. I just might start Laporte instead of Antonio. But yeah, I'm just more confident of Laporte's ability to bring back points and City's ability to bring back points over Antonio's ability right now to bring back points. That's just based off the last few games. Again, Antonio is playing Newcastle. He could very well score. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to not score. I myself am benching him. He could score, but I'm just not at this thing. I'm a Liverpool supporter, so hoping City lose versus Spurs. Okay, in that case, you can play Antonio. It's just me that I would just start Laporte, but I mean, if you are hoping that case, then yeah, maybe could work out. But your team is good as it is. That's the only one change I would probably make. But yeah. Anyone else with any questions? We have a few minutes left. We have 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left, guys. Any last minute questions? Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're at 110. If you can go to more than 110, that would be amazing. And if this video has helped you, do hit that subscribe button. So yeah. Any final few questions? Make sure, again, I'll tell you guys, play your chips, play your transfers, make your transfers now, make your chips now. Don't wait till the last few minutes. Make sure you're locked in, everything sorted. I've locked in. This is me. This is going this week. -8 taken, and that's the most I will go to from a -8. Only problem is I took a -12 to get that team. Had a few bad players in my team, but wanted to play triple captain for Salah, so couldn't wildcard a full hit. Yeah, fair enough, Mark. I myself have taken a -8 to get to this team. Still have all my chips left over though. Yeah, I've also got all my chips. I've got my wildcard, which I plan to use in 28. I'm playing my triple captain this week. Bench boost I plan on 29. So yeah, that's kind of how my plan is. I don't plan on free hitting for 27 because I think I can put a team out in 27. A full team out. Maybe I could potentially take one hit in 27. Oh, I don't really need to take a hit, but yeah, I could fill in a team with this many players 27 with Martinelli potentially being out and then wildcard in 28. But yeah, yeah, Mark, I wouldn't do any more hits, and I think your team is pretty decent as it is anyways. Anyways, if anyone else has any questions, you can ask it below. If not, I hope you guys all have a great game week. Hey, do you stream before every game week deadline? Yes, I do plan on streaming before every game week deadline. Sometimes it becomes really hard based on the time differences, but most of the time I'm trying to stream before every game week deadline until the end of the season. That's the plan. Yes. So yeah, that is a yes. Also, for anyone new, hit that subscribe button. We have 5 minutes left. Hit the subscribe button. I do stream, yes, for game week deadlines because I get a lot of interaction on game week deadlines, so it kind of helps the channel as well to actually stream during game week deadlines. All right. I hope I'll drop your submit. I'll be here for everyone that I can. Sweet. No worries. Thank you, Legend Mark. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, I hope you have a good game week. I hope that -12 pays off. So yeah, good luck for Double Game Week 26. We have a lot more news. Like blank game week 27 and the doubles in 28 and 29 and then the blank in 30. Lots to discuss, so we will be here live for those game weeks as well. I usually try to stream maybe 2 hours before the deadline or 2.5 hours before the deadline. But yeah, Pablo, last question: Morpay or Ramsey? Morpay or Jacob Ramsey? Morpay against Burnley, Jacob Ramsey against, where is Aston Villa? Against Watford. Oh. Morpay. That's a very tough question, Pablo. Because given Jacob Ramsey's his form recently, he could get a good scoreline. But Watford have improved slightly defensively. Burnley is still defensively pretty poor. So maybe Morpay. I'm going to go with the striker and go Morpay. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past Jacob Ramsey. I mean, he's a pretty good player as well, so he could benefit from it. But that's a tough question. I'll slightly edge it over Morpay. Mainly because if Morpay does score, then he gets 3 bonus points as well. Because usually the bonus points favors the striker. So that's why. Hope that helps. Sweet. Alright, so anyone with any final questions? If not, we're potentially going to end it. This is my team. I've taken a -8. Unfortunately, I would have probably ended up early with a -4, but then Jota decided to go and get injured, so I had to take a -8 because of that. Good luck, everyone. Have a good day. All got to go. Yep. Good luck to you, Mark. Good luck to Pablo. Good luck to everyone else who was here. Alec, Jovi, Mohammed, Tom, Ricardo, Alex, who else was there? Pranita, Brian, Ananda Christian, Harry Potter, James, Istio, all of you guys, Marlon. Good luck to everyone who was here in this stream. Shout out to all of you. And yeah, have a good game week, everyone. Let's embrace the chaos and let's end of the day, let's have fun. Have a good game week. I'm just going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new. We will do deadline day streams going forward as well. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Thank you all for watching. Lots of content next week as well for game week 27. So lots of content to come. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Green arrows to everyone. And I'll see you all next week for more further content. Until then, peace out, everyone.